Diesel, DeShawn. It's so good to see you here in Fort Wayne.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're at the Expedite Expo where you are going to be presenting at a breakout session. Tell me what you're going to be sharing at your session. What's the topic? What's the plan? Is there a plan?
There's no plan.
Okay, good. You know, Jason Williams, the president and CEO of Expediter Services, I tried to kind of corral him for a plan on our session, and he's like, I just like to show up and we'll make it happen. We don't need a plan.
Absolutely.
So sometimes a man with a plan is not necessary, right? Sometimes it's up to the lady to make all the details anyway.
There you go.
I like her.
So you're running a small business, right?
Yes.
And you successfully completed the Path to Ownership program. You were in the PTO program. You're here in person. What does doing business and meeting with folks that you do business with, collaborating, getting together, the sense of community, I mean, how is this in-person event going for you? Are you happy to be back in person?
Definitely happy to be back in person. It's always good to kind of see and meet the people that you deal with on a daily basis, because most of the time you're not able to see them all at once. You may see one person here, one person there, so it's good to have everybody together.
Yes.
Makes it a lot easier.
And you specifically met with the folks that you interact with on a business level every day today, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and face to a name a little bit more than that when it comes to doing business and being in partnership with someone.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, we're getting together for the expo, and so you don't have a plan for your session, but what is the overarching topic? What are you going to be talking about in general?
Well, basically about our Path to Ownership program and how that affected us and how it was when we went through it. So hopefully we're able to kind of enlighten new people on the whole process with working with ES and bring some people over to ES.
I met with a lot of new folks today, new folks in the industry. They're considering the trucking industry. They might be considering Expedite. They might be doing trucking already and just be considering ownership. And in general, there was a frequently asked question, and it was, how do I decide? What if it doesn't work out? What happens if, etc.? And isn't that the actual goal or most successful outcome of doing the PTO program, the try before you buy? Is that kind of what convinced you to participate in the program, or is it just a great outcome?
Go ahead.
Well, that kind of had a lot to do with it as well. You definitely need to kind of get your feet wet before you go into purchasing a vehicle and investing yourself all the way in. That's very important. But like I used to tell people all the time, it's kind of best to quote unquote interview the people that you're working with or working for or that you're interested with. So all of that's kind of important.
I guess especially if you're going to partner up with someone.
most
If
definitely.
your business is vested in how someone else conducts their business, I think it makes a lot of sense to have a trial period and test the waters, if you will.
Right.
Yep.
And to have teamwork, just to
Yes.
be able to, and like you said, to be able to see their face and talk to them and interact with them and actually see it. On the phone you can be phony, but in face to face you got to see the smile and looking each other in the eyes and stuff. So yeah.
We had a panel discussion earlier, and we were talking about career path in the industry, and you did a Path to Ownership program, and now you are operating as owners, as partners. You're in business with some of the largest organizations operating in the United States. You safely deliver on a daily basis. You are part of an integral component of our country, of the industry. In general, what's your next step? Is it something that you want to do to outfit the truck? Is it the next line of work that you want to be hauling? Is it is it adding a truck? What's your next goal in mind?
Our next goal in mind is actually just making sure that everything is stable,
Yes.
business-wise, making sure we know exactly what we're doing. And eventually add more trucks onto the business and grow it.
So you do have a goal of becoming a fleet owner,
Correct.
And today your goal is profitability, operating a safe company,
Most definitely.
continuing as a happy partnership, right?
Most definitely,
in
most
business,
definitely.
and finding your success in trucking, if
Yep.
you will.
Yep, Most definitely.
All right. Well, it was really good to meet you here. Very good to meet you in person. I'm so excited for your session tomorrow, and I am excited to see truck number 2 and then truck number 3 on the road in the future.
Always,
Always,
definitely.
yes.
We appreciate it.
Good
Glad
to
to be
meet
here.
you.
Thank
All right.
you.